Global warming, peace, poverty, refugees, and the civil war in Syria are the top priorities of this year's session of the United Nations General Assembly. My colleague, Paul Sisco, has more.
Ladies and gentlemen, late next month, a child will be born, the 7 billionth citizen of our planet Earth.
And the UN Secretary General says the world's more than 65 million refugees fleeing political and economic oppression need more and urgent attention. He called on world leaders to approach the refugee crisis with creativity, compassion, and courage.
What can we do? How can we help these people find greater peace, prosperity, and justice in a world of crisis?
President Barack Obama hosted a high-level summit on the refugee crisis.
And together, now, we have to open our hearts and do more to help refugees who are desperate for a home. Because in the eyes of innocent men and women and children who, through no fault of their own, have had to flee everything that they know, everything that they love, we have to have the empathy to see ourselves. We have to imagine what it would be like for our family, for our children, if the unspeakable happened to us. And we should all understand that ultimately our world will be more secure if we are prepared to help those in need and the nations who are carrying the largest burden with respect to accommodating these refugees.
While it appears that global attention is more focused on refugee migration from Syria into Europe, 2/3 of Africa's displaced population, or 71% of Africa's 18.5 million displaced persons, hail from 5 countries: Sudan, South Sudan, Somalia, Nigeria, and the Democratic Republic of Congo. Each nation is experiencing serious conflict. Except for Nigeria, 4 of the 5 are autocratically governed.
And today, as I speak to this meeting, Kenya is among the 10 countries in the world that is home to the largest population of refugees and displaced persons. In fact, Dadaab refugee complex is the single largest community of refugees anywhere in the world.
According to the United Nations, more than 600,000 refugees are sheltered at the massive Dadaab refugee camp in northeastern Kenya. According to Oxfam, the world's 6 richest countries, which make up half the global economy, host just under 9% of the world's refugees and asylum seekers. Other international issues of note. African leaders are joining other world leaders in calling for more urgent attention to global warming, to work towards eradicating poverty once and for all, and, as they have in the past, for reform of the UN Security Council.
It is imperative and urgent that the United Nations, and in particular the Security Council, should be reformed in order to ensure the representation of Africa. 1 billion people cannot continue to be denied a voice in this manner.
The Secretary General says the United Nations core mission is always peace. Finally, the Secretary General appealed to the body to do more for the battered people of Somalia.
Famine in Somalia continues to spread. I appeal to you, help save the children of the Horn of Africa.
U.S. President Barack Obama concluded his address to the world body with words of praise and reverence for the 71st General Assembly.
I can best serve my own people. I can best look after my own daughters by making sure that my actions seek what is right for all people and all children and your daughters and your sons. This is what I believe, that all of us can be co-workers with God. And our leadership and our governments and this United Nations should reflect this irreducible truth. Thank you very much.
Paul Sisco, VOA News, Washington.